everybody? What's up, man? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger. Y'all already, I'm talking about Trigger in this bitch. Like, y'all already know who it is. Hey, shit, we just a little bit chilling tonight, man. Hope y'all have fun with me tonight. We're gonna fall on through this thing. So first off, wherever y'all coming in, tell me where y'all tapping in from. City, state, Providence. I don't give a damn if you in the Vatican and a sovereign entity in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let just get in the comment section and let me know where you're coming from. If you tell me where you're coming from, I might be able to point you in the direction with the way you need to be going. So yeah, now I'm just tripping y'all. But yeah, man, just came in here to do a little reaction and stuff tonight, man. Just chilling a little amp. Cause today is my Friday. I ain't gotta go back to work till next week. I'm talking about bomber clock around it. I'm talking about weekend. Whatever. Alright, man. So first video we're gonna do, man, we're gonna do Poetic Flacco. Hard. I haven't hit on Shannon Sharp in a minute, but this is like more so the Shannon Sharp. He didn't really say his side of things, but they had more so Steve Harvey. So it's like in the thumbnail, it say he is a snake, and it got a picture of Shannon Sharp there. Also, right up under it says Steve Harvey just crashed out on Shannon Sharp badly, laughed my ass off. So I think this is if I'm not mistaken, I think the name of this podcast is the Pivot Podcast.
Making accusations that Steve Harvey snaked a couple of his friends. It looks like Steve Harvey still hasn't forgiven Shannon Sharp for
y'all go check out Poetic Flacco. That boy good. That boy good.
Giving Cat Williams a platform to diss him. So Steve Harvey was on the Pivot Podcast earlier this week, and on the podcast, he called Shannon Sharp disloyal and clickbaity in so many words. So Steve Harvey is still upset that the Cat Williams and Club Shay Shay interview did about 90 million views and counting. It's the most watched interview in YouTube history. And Cat Williams in that interview, for a large chunk of it, is calling Steve Harvey disloyal, calling Steve Harvey a snake, making accusations that Steve Harvey snaked a couple of his friends. It's not a good look for Steve Harvey at all. And Steve Harvey knows.
They say he the heavyweight. They say Shannon Sharp, the heavyweight champion of the world, a goddamn podcast, boy. They say ain't nobody in history ever had a bigger podcast than this nigga, bro. Like, that man, he woke up one early January morning and broke the internet forever.
He could do 1 million interviews up until his death, correcting whatever Cat Williams said on that interview. But the interview just did so many views that it don't matter like how many interviews.
It's a monster, bro.
It would never reach the audience that Cat Williams reached when Cat Williams was going off on him. So here's what Steve Harvey had to say on the Pivot Podcast about Shannon Sharp.
Y'all got a podcast and you're doing it brilliantly. Please don't stop doing the way you do. See, the problem with people is they get something to work and then they want.
So then what it sound like? He telling your boy them, hey man, y'all got a great podcast, but keep doing it like you're doing it. Don't bring Cat Williams up here. This nigga's a clown.
Find something that work better. You ain't got to fix it if it ain't broke. See, I'm on radio.
Right, it ain't about this the internet. I mean, about some shit, fixing some shit that wasn't broke. It's the fact that Cat Williams came on this fucking interview, bro, and broke the internet. Nobody knew this shit was gonna even fucking happen, bro. We just sitting in this motherfucker like, oh, okay, Cat Williams on there. Then the shit just started hitting the fan, and I mean, bro, like, if I was on Shannon Sharp, I would have did the exact same thing, bro. Ain't no way in the hell you would have had me out here talking about, oh, no, you can't talk about that. Fuck that, nigga. Run this shit up, nigga. Run this shit all the way the fuck up, nigga. Run it up. Run that motherfucker up, bro.
For real.
What you talking about, nigga?
I have a real radio show. I have the #1 adult contemporary show, 25 to 54 in America.
25 to 54. You got what he said, 9 million viewers or 9 million listeners, but they did 90 million off of one podcast, bro. Like that shit right there is one fucking podcast, 90 million views, bro. Bro, them folk, man, do you know how much money that is, bro? Them folk had to pull up on them folk with damn near a Brinks armored truck to bring the money to the house from YouTube, bro.
The Steve Harvey Show, 112 markers. I got 9 million listeners. I'm controlled by FCC rules. The problem is, these people go get these podcasts who have no FCC rules to abide by. But you have to remember, even though you're on a podcast, you still got a brand.
Yeah.
And so you can't say what you want to say and expect to be relevant and not get canceled. You can't have a podcast and the way that you think you can make money is on.
Rest in peace. If I'm not, damn, what's the lady name? She was on one of them little shows in Atlanta. But Cat Williams went up there, my nigga. And I think he was supposed to be taking Red up there. So basically he's taking Red up there to to kind of give him a little bit of shine or whatever. So the lady kept trying to get him on the interview. I forget her name. She passed away though. And he's saying you can't say this shit on the radio, bro. This man, Cat Williams, went up there and told this lady her fingers are gnarled. I'm talking about, I ain't never heard a nigga say a bitch feet or fingers look like they was gnarled. Like, do you know gnarl is like you got the what they call that shit? The who be doing that shit? Sanford the Son, Red Fox. When he do like this right here, he do like that right there. How you tell a bitch her hands look gnarled? Like you cold blooded with that shit, nigga. Hey, but she kept wanting the man to come on there. He kept saying, no, this is my homeboy's thing. I'm trying to, let him get his stuff together, and I'm just trying to put a little shine on him. She begged the man come on there. Then she gonna try to line the man up with some wild ass questions when she said she was gonna be respectful to this man, and the man roasted her ass so bad that goddamn her husband chased this nigga out the fucking the radio station with a pistol, my nigga. I ain't lying, my nigga. This shit for real, dog. This shit for real, my nigga. Ain't no lie. You can look this shit up on goddamn.
It's on clicks and views at the expense of others and not expect to have to pay the expense.
It's like he almost mad. He almost mad that the man told the fucking truth, bro. Like, I mean, I can't be mad. The truth can never be considered as disrespect, my nigga. The truth can never be considered as disrespect, bro. That's all I'm saying.
On podcast and light me up and don't expect to get lit up. You can't have a podcast, let somebody come on your show and talk about your friends.
So obviously that's a reference to Shannon Sharp. Now he makes it more obvious later on by just outright saying Shannon Sharp's name, but he's referring to what Cat Williams said about him on Shannon Sharp's podcast. If you guys forgot, well, let me remind you what Cat Williams has to say about Steve Harvey on Club Shay Shay.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's hilarious.
What made this Cat Williams interview so potent for a lot of Cat Williams?
That shit was heat.
It's because whatever Cat Williams said, you could do a quick Google search and figure out he wasn't lying.
All that shit.
Because when Cat Williams said this about Steve Harvey, all people had to do was just pull up what Mark Curry said about Steve Harvey. Not so.
Get your Google up, my nigga. Get your motherfucking Google up, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Get Google up, nigga. Pull that shit up.
Before.
So what's up with you and Steve, man? Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on the bullshit talk show he had.
He didn't even say nothing about hanging with Mr. Cooper. That's the crazy part, because the nigga really slick stole hanging with Mr. Cooper too. When he had the Steve Harvey show, when he was like up there with who it was. I know Cedric the Entertainer was on them on there, and they had that little cute little lady that fuck with Cedric on there. I just think she is. I'm talking about old man need feet. But anyway.
And he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching that. Somebody.
Bro, the man did the same joke this man did, bro. I'm talking about word for word. Like, nigga, if I'm gonna steal something, at least I'm gonna try to change a couple, tweak it or something. God damn, bro, you gotta be original out here, y'all. Y'all got to be original.
Called me and said, man, homeboy doing your material. So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. And this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy. Right. So, you made enough money. You made enough money. You did enough. Why are you on my material? Right. What's that about?
Then when you look at the two sitcoms where Cat Williams is claiming that Steve copied Mark Curry, I mean, it's similar aesthetics. So this is why, like, Cat Williams in this interview did a lot of views and it was potent, was because it appeared that Cat Williams was telling the truth about a lot of things. Cat didn't just stop at Mark Curry. Cat would also attack how Steve Harvey did other people wrong, and he would also say, Steve Harvey wants to be a movie star. He could never really pan out to be a movie star.
So this the funniest part. This one the part where he said that nigga look like Opie Copey or some shit like that. But this man is like, dude, hilarious, bro. Like, he up there with some of the greats, my G. I ain't seen all this latest stuff because I ain't really hear like a big rage over it, like how we was younger, how I was raging, like. But the dude still is fucking funny, bro. But he said Steve Harvey tried to snake Bernie Mac out of the Ocean's 11 movie. He tried to go to the studio behind his back and get that role or get on the movie.
Which is why he's jealous of other people who became movie stars, and he always tried to downplay it as if he didn't want to be a movie star.
The pen handles that other water hazard. Keep it dry, guys.
Want to be a movie star.
Then you ask him, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over Cable and look like Mr. Potato Head. You have to range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
Bruh said, hey, if you look at what Cat Williams just said, bruh them telling the truth, because it's like, you gotta think about it like this. So boom, goddamn Steve Harvey, even in that one movie that what's the name of that damn movie? Walk like a nigga, think like a man, or some shit. Supposed to be the female supposed to think like a man or some shit, but this nigga Steve Harvey was acting like himself in the movie, like he don't have no range. Like Cat Williams has played multiple characters. They're just like Kendrick as a rapper. Kendrick has range, bro. This man can do something with SZA. He can do something with the Clips. He can rock it out by himself. He can bust it down on a mustard beat. I mean, the man did a song with Taylor Swift, bro. Come on, bro. And Drake tried to make fun of that shit like that was funny, bro. Like, hold on. Yeah, that shit wasn't funny, bro. Nigga, I wish Taylor Swift would do a song with me. Like, nigga,
okay. I'm not gonna let you drink anymore.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show in cash.
And how many years ago?
Okay, we might not let you drink anymore. The way
I've had a sip, less than you. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show in cash.
That's rough right there, bro. 25 years ago, nigga, you was making. That mean you making $15,000 every week. If you just say he did Monday through Friday, But even if he did one night a week, he's still getting $3,000 a week off of one night of comedy, bro. Like, that's fucking. Bro, you know what kind of 25 years ago, $3,000 a night? You know what kind of money that is, my nigga? I'm talking about, bro. You'll be walking around that bit like, shit. You be looking at niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when they see you, you gonna be pulling up in the hood. They're gonna be like, for real, bro. $3,000 a night, 25 years ago, bro. That's some serious fucking money, bro. Sister. Man, y'all got oh. Yeah, I'm getting around to it, man. Let me finish this video. I'm getting around to it, though. But yeah, man, this shit's crazy, bro.
5 shows a week. They just tell the story. Curry was touring with him 25 years.
25 years ago, Steve Harvey was making $3,000 a fucking night, bro.
Like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday.
I hate when motherfuckers try to rewrite history and like, I don't think gonna play it on this video, but I know for sure, bro. It's something that Cat Williams say I love. I don't know why liars fucking lie, bro. He didn't say fucking. But he said, I don't know why liars lie. That's a great question.
Where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
Steve will address Cat Williams in a way, but it would feel like the majority of his issues is with Shannon Sharpe. Now, his logic is, listen, if you have a guest on, and the guest is talking about your friends. Now, I don't know how close Shannon Sharpe and Steve Harvey was. I do know that Steve Harvey.
Crazy though. That's why you get yourself fucked up in like certain situations. But me, bro, I'm gonna let the person talk, bro. Like just like somebody can come behind him, my friend can come back and dispute everything he said. But like if the man talking, bro, like it's called a, and he don't even call Shannon Sharpe don't call his stuff interviews. He call it conversations. While they drinking. They take a little sip, and they get down to it. And a conversation like that, bro, how can you tell somebody how to run a conversation, bro? Like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just script it. Like it's a movie or something, bro. Like you can't come on there and tell nobody what to talk about when we just having a perfect, just regular conversation, bro. But I'm telling what's going on, but I'm breaking the internet at the same time.
He did do Shannon Sharpe's podcast before Cat Williams. Steve Harvey was one of like Shannon Sharpe's bigger interview. I think at that particular time, Steve Harvey was the biggest interview on Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay.
I'm from Florida, but I live in Georgia. I live in Atlanta.
Before Cat Williams came on. But nonetheless though, right? Steve Harvey believes that Shannon Sharpe owed him the respect of shutting down the conversation when his name came up. Which, if you're gonna give Steve Harvey like that respect, then you kind of have to give that respect to other comedians because they will ask, hold on, Shannon, you shut the conversation down when Steve Harvey came up, but you were shut it down with my name, and now you have more problems on like your hands. So if that's the case, you then you then shouldn't do the interview then, right? Because then Kevin Hart could ask you, hold on, Shannon, like why you shut it down with Steve, but you let him go off on me.
You can't have a podcast, let somebody come on your show and talk about your friends. I agree. Okay, You got a podcast.
Bro, you
Y'all got a
can't,
guest
This
on
nigga
here.
is, bro,
And
hold
he
on.
starts slamming Fred.
Hold on, bro.
He knows something about.
We're gonna have to pivot on with the pivot podcast. First we're gonna gotta hit Boosie on that shit.
Come on, man.
Then we gotta hit Stop the Cap, my nigga. That's
Stop the cap. No question.
Fred happened in the past with Loud Not and just start slamming Fred. Y'all got to shut that down.
You gotta
Because
shut
this
shit
shit,
down. It's
you
an
got to
interview,
protect
bro.
it. And you got to protect the brand. They don't do that no more. So you come on my show.
You ain't gotta shut shit down. It's a fucking interview, bro. Shit happens in interviews. You see what happened to your boy the other night on his own show that he don't got no more. He went up there with a monologue, said some stuff that I don't have a thought on it either way. But anyway, he don't got a show no more. So shit go left and on TV, bro. Especially when it's
You spread all these
off the
lies
top of the dome,
about
bro.
some people that I call my so-called friends. And I just let you sit there and check it. And because your podcast had so many views on that right there, your next guest is the same type of guest. Because now you want your money to be made off clicks and views at somebody's expense. Well, now guess what? You got to pay for that. Because once you put it out in the universe that I want clicks and views, the universe does not differentiate. It just give you clicks and views. So now, here they come the rest of them. And now you got clicks and views.
Mm-hmm. My question to that though is,
That was a little shot. Like he talking about, I think he talking about Gabrielle Zuniga girl, the one that Shannon Sharp fucked around and retired. My nigga, that nigga retired a fucking 20-year-old, 22-year-old or some shit like that. My nigga, you 50, how old? That nigga damn near 60 years old, bro. Fucking with a girl in her 20s. And bro, y'all like what y'all like or whatever, but I'm not on that type of time, bro. I ain't nowhere near his age, but I would never talk to a girl that young, bro.
there was a podcast, and there was a comedian who talked about you, and you waited a while before ever responding to Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
But he waited forever because he was seething. He after that interview, that shit fucked a lot of people up. Cat Williams. Not Cat Williams. After the Cat Williams interview, that shit fucked Steve Harvey up. It made Steve Harvey look bad. It made Cedric the Entertainer look bad. Like, that shit was just,
When you responded, it felt like there was a lot more vitriol to your response than it was all of the initial accusations. Why do you think the response to what you said was so different from what he said on Shannon's show?
When you say vitriol, what you mean?
The social media father.
Bro, how old you is, nigga? Hold on, bro. This man don't know what vitriol mean, bro. If I didn't even know what it meant, I would have just ran to my phone and chat GPT'd it or something. Bro, this man damn near 60 years old, 70 years old, don't know what the word vitriol mean, bro. Like, that's why you can't get in no fucking movie, nigga. You can't fucking read. You can't read in this bitch.
Accusations. Why do you think the response to what you said was so different from what he said on Shannon's show?
When you say vitriol, what you mean?
The social media fodder was upset with you for the way you finally responded to him, to your response, than it was all of the initial accusations. Why do you think the response to what you said was so different from what he said on Shannon's show?
When you say vitriol, what you mean?
The social media fodder was upset with you for the way you finally responded to him. You mentioned his height and what you could do if there was ever an altercation. They said they felt like what he said about you was true because of the nature of your reaction.
Oh, well, see, first of all, I ain't really good at social media, so I didn't even know that was out there. But they can, like, really kiss most of the corners of my ass.
Bruh, That shit sound good and real cute on the little show, but it ain't gonna break the internet like Cat did. I'm sorry, bro.
You say stuff like that. First of all, man, let me say this.
I don't know the relationship between Shannon Sharp.
Got a little giggle and sniggle, and that was it, bro. This nigga Cat Williams, bro. The next day we woke up, bro. We like, oh my, what the fuck happened, bro? Like, what did I just watch? And bro, that was like damn near a 3-hour interview, my nigga. Bro, I was holding on to every motherfucking word of that shit. I would hold like it was almost like I was watching the Young Thug and Big Bang interview. Nigga, I was holding on every word. I'm trying to hear everything.
Steve Harvey. So I would need to know their relationship before I could tell you if Shannon Sharp owes Steve Harvey some type of respect or a shutdown. What I would say though, there are industry friends and there are real life friends, right? If an industry friend, let's say we're cordial, right? He do YouTube, I do YouTube. You know, like we talk probably once in a year. That's an industry friend. Now, do I owe that industry friend to shut down every conversation that pops up about them? I don't. What I do owe them, though, is the respect for me not to talk trash about them. What I do owe them, though, is the respect to give them a heads up. Hey, man, this dude was on my...
You made a good point. Bro. Like that, you got first off, you gotta be realistic. All of them are comedians. All of them comedians, bro. They jab, they get at each other. So you can't get mad that the next man came on there and jabbed just a little bit harder and shit hit the fan. And now you looking like, I'm talking about, you looking like, I don't know. Like, you ain't got shit going on, bro. Like, all you know how to do is make jokes on, what they call that shit? Family Feud. All you know how to do is make a joke on Family Feud and shit, dog. You ain't doing the numbers. And Cat shit, see, another thing about Cat, and he said it earlier in the interview, he said, I'm governed by the FCC. That's, being governed by the FCC is like, they're over like radio and shows and shit like that. So boom, Cat ain't gotta be up under that shit. Like Cat can say what the fuck, cause he own his own product. That's how Cat rocking. And when you rocking like that, bro, you can look at a nigga like,
come on now, dog. Come on, man.
All you got to say, nigga.
A podcast, he said, this about you is coming out. I owe you that respect. But do I owe you whenever a guest open up their mouth and talk about you? Now, hey, bro, now chill, bro. You can't talk. No, hell no. No,
That's
no,
a
hell
good
no.
point. Yeah, you can't do that.
No, I don't owe you that.
We don't play
now,
that.
If you're my real life friend, if you're somebody who I grew up with,
that's when a nigga playing politics, bro.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, I can't watch none of that shit. Let me keep playing this video.
hang out with every day, your op is damn near my op. So if you come on, you know, like you could say your 1-2, you feel me, like say your piece, but when you start getting into trying to disparage, trying to tear down, trying to murder my friend's character, I gotta shut that down. And that's just out of loyalty and respect, you know? Now, Steve Harvey came on the Pivot podcast, like on some like Kumbaya, Mamet Gandhi type song, right? But when he was on...
I said, my man Gandhi is my hotness. Bro couldn't even say it. Bro said, he know he from Africa, I think he got African. He African or from Africa. But yeah, he said, my mommy Ganda is my hotness. My hotness, Gandhi. I mean, shit, you can say it any way you want to say it. I don't give a damn about that shit. But anyway, let's keep playing this shit.
The leisure, as he just referenced, Steve Harvey was on Violent Time. Steve Harvey was talking about, man, I'm gonna knock you out when I see you.
And you will never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some big any ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you can stop your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm good. Now I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on it real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out. know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
Bruh said he gonna shoot his perm out his head. That nigga was upset, bro. He was upset about that, bro. My boy say I shoot perm out your head. That boy wasn't playing.
The stuff from Mark Perry, that's verifiable. You could kind of go on the internet and see that Cat Williams is telling the truth.
Hey, what my boy say? He was with him. Shout out to Gary Spiller.
But the other stuff with Bernie Mac and other people that he included Steve Harvey, or claiming that Steve Harvey lied about being homeless, I don't know. Only Steve Harvey would know if he was homeless or not. But if Steve Harvey is saying that Cat Williams was bastardizing his story and Cat Williams disseminated falsehoods and lies about him to 90 plus million people, if I was him, I probably would have tussled or shoot the fair one over that too. I probably want to rock a couple of jokes.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. In a fair fight, I don't know. That might be kind of crazy because you know Steve Harvey a little older than your boy, so they got a little age gap. So I don't know. That would be like, yeah. That would be. I wouldn't want to see them fight anyway. They too old, man.
Also, if that's me,
I like for them to keep it just talking and shit, like just jabbing at each other. That shit right there is the greatest, bro. Like that's how I started to learn on this YouTube thing, bro. Like you gotta just be able to just go into a nigga's soul, bro, and open it up. Like, then what are you talking about, nigga? The fuck off my channel, nigga, and keep it pushing.
Okay. Now I'm not 68 years old, so I don't know.
Man, that nigga 68. You damn that old as my mama, nigga. That nigga damn that old as my mama.
My mindset would be at that particular age, bro. At 68, I could give a damn what anybody has to say about me, bro. Bro, I'm trying to live and die at that point, bro. But me right now, nah, bro. Like I gotta see you.
Thanks.
So at that point, he was mad. Now it looks like Steve Harvey is kind of off that. And he would try to low boy Cat Williams moving forward, but he would also say that he's open to a resolution and you know he's open to talking to Cat Williams and squashing it.
And I probably see. First of all, when I said that I was on stage at Earn Your Leisure, I was really just joking. I slapped you, perm, all this. I was just in front of a whole lot of people. I was really just joking. I don't really. If I had a chance to talk to Cat about anything, I would just ask him what's wrong. Just what's wrong. Let's go to that. Listen to me, man. Just because a person sits on a show and don't hesitate or say or and speaks eloquently, that don't mean it's true. That just don't mean it's true, man. And I probably shouldn't have said any.
And he said it eloquently. So basically, he's saying, "Hey, Brody them got on me," and he said he spoke eloquently.
That's a regret I have. I really shouldn't have said nothing, cause we not in the same league, dog.
I can't say that either, bro. You was a goddamn lie on that one. Goddamn lie on that right there, bro. You and Cat Williams, y'all might be either right here or Cat might be right here, dog. Like Steve Harvey, Cat Williams. Cat Williams might be a little bit right here. You ain't like Steve. You ain't down here. You got your shit going. You got your shit rocking, bro. You got your shit going, and you know it's a beautiful thing that you got going on in here. But guess what? Cat Williams is more of the streets feel him, the people feel him. He like the people's champ. He like Muhammad Ali. You like Joe Frazier. You know what I'm saying? If we could put him in boxing terms. He like Muhammad Ali, you like Joe Frazier.
We shooting at two different baskets. I shouldn't even have said nothing. And so really, man, I think I would apologize to him if he took offense to what I said, I was joking, but I would apologize to him. And like I said, if I had a chance to sit down with him, I would just say, hey man, what's wrong? But you gotta look at the whole tone of the interview. If the whole
You can't say ask him what's wrong when you gotta listen to the interview to hear what the fuck he's talking about you. Like, what's wrong? What you mean what's wrong, nigga? Stop lying, bro. You's a liar, bro. That's what you doing out here, bro. You ain't doing nothing but telling.
Damn!
Stealing nigga shit. Eight. Alright, yeah. You're backdooring niggas. You ain't basically on code as far as like, cause that think like a woman, some shit like a man, bro. That shit was garbage to me, bro. That shit was garbage, bro. I was like, what the fuck is this man talking about? Like something like a woman think like a man, bro. What the fuck? Nah, bro. We're not doing that, bro. I don't want no woman act like no nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. As cute as Glorilla is, I love Glorilla, but guess what? She act like a nigga, so I can't fuck that. I can't have a conversation with her on the phone, bro.
tone of the interview.
And I love music. Like, beautiful woman. But when she open her mouth, bro, the shit just a
It's what everybody else ain't. What everybody else ain't got. What everybody else doing. I think that's kind of like hate and jealousy. And hate and jealousy is a form of grief. You're grieving because obviously all them people you talking about have something you either want.
No, he didn't want to get it the way they wanted to get it. That's the thing about them, because basically Cat Williams, he either wants something that they got or want to be where they at. Nah, he just broke that shit down, told all the facts. Y'all niggas stealing, y'all niggas lying, y'all niggas backdooring. Bro, what the fuck else you want me to do, bro?
Damn!
I gotta tell the truth.
Or something that you ain't. And you're grieving. And the funeral becomes the podcast.
Ain't no funeral. But like my grandmama them always used to say this when we was young. And this is what Cat Williams did. You gotta tell the truth to stay in the church. That shit's simple, bro. That's some old folk shit. You gotta tell the truth to stay in the church. That's old folk shit. Southern shit. But it's real though.
So now let me roast all of these people.
Maybe it's my algorithm and what I watch, but I wouldn't say that Cat Williams and Steve Harvey are not in the same category. Like, I wouldn't think that Cat Williams is like
what I'm
way
saying, bro. You can't say them niggas ain't in the same category.
Right? Like, I don't feel like that's the case, right? Like, I feel like when it comes to Cat Williams and Steve Harvey, in terms of the culture, Cat Williams and Steve Harvey are on the same level. Maybe Steve Harvey feels like, yo, I transcend black culture. I'm on Family Feud. I'm in a whole different ballgame than the Cat Williams, so I don't need to.
Man, I don't give a fuck about Family Feud, bro. Family Feud don't make me no different, bro. Like, and I love watching the show. It's a good show. It's cool. It's cool. But, bro, to see Cat Williams and then get up there and act the fool on the stage, that's way different, bro.
All right. I'm cool there. But at least he's willing, to squash it with Cat Williams. But that's my thing though. How are you willing to squash it with Cat Williams, but you still got a problem with Shannon Sharp, Do y'all feel like Shannon Sharp did something wrong? Do y'all feel like Shannon Sharp?
Man, Shannon Sharp woke up, like I keep saying, the man woke up early January morning last year. Early January, I think it was that interview was the first, the second, or either the third. And when they put that shit up, bro, the whole internet, right, that shit went on fire, my nigga. Then on top of all of that, you gotta think about it. Right after that, like maybe it's 3 months after that, Drake versus Kendrick. Come on now. Kendrick even said in one of his rhymes, he said he want to make Cat Williams and them proud. That's what he said on the record. Kendrick Lamar. I want to make Cat Williams and them proud. Like, real talk, bro. This is some real shit right here,
Old
bro.
Steve Harvey loyalty? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you're still watching,
all right, so check it out, y'all. We going to this David thing. I haven't did no videos on this yet. I know y'all heard about the singer named David. Basically, he's I think he's a young man. I think he's like 20 right now. I think he's like 20 years old. But they got away. This nigga was messing with this little girl. The girl said the girl was about 13, 12, 13, some shit like that. I heard younger, but dude just seemed really weird. And if he don't get caught up for her murder, he definitely still going to fucking jail because you was messing with a minor, bro. Like, bro, and then when you get to jail, it's gonna be hell on you, bro. You already like to wear fingernail polish and shit, so hey, let's see how that work out for you when they lock your ass up, bro. See if they like that fingernail polish in jail. Let's see. I don't know. I think this.
I really want to switch to Samsung. You know when you
This
have an
nigga sound
iPhone,
like
how
he
everything
sound like a
switches
guy.
with iCloud, exactly the same, except it's called.
These are some white
The David case just keeps getting stranger. A missing teen.
Before we start this video, salute to Panda Press. Y'all check out Panda Press. The Panda, he got the good videos. You know, but we about to the script on the video is the unanswered questions in the David case. So let's see what the hell they're talking about.
A body sitting in the front of a Tesla, a superstar caught in the middle, and yet none of it actually adds up. 7 big questions still hanging in the air. Questions that could flip this whole case upside down. And until we get answers, this story's only gonna get darker. Now, if you just tuned in, let me run this down real quick so you're not lost. We talking about David. Yeah, that TikTok kid who blew up with romantic homicide. Song got billions of streams, labels lined up, brands cut him checks. He had tours overseas. All that shiny industry plant turned superstar energy. But fast forward to this month, and it's like his whole life flipped overnight. Police out in LA found a Tesla sitting in an impound lot. Workers opened the frunk, not the trunk, the front trunk, and found a decomposed body stuffed inside a bag. That Tesla?
Hey, like I just figured this shit out the other day. I didn't know what the fuck a frunk was. It's like, a frunk? What is the frunk? And then it was like, oh, okay, when I seen they open the front of the car, because I'm like, I'm used to seeing like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff like that got, you know, the trunk in the front. But I had never heard of a front before.
Registered to David Anthony Burke, the same kid y'all know as David. At first, nobody knew who the victim was, just a Jane Doe. But the coroner later confirmed it was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, a girl who'd been missing since April 2024. That's over a year her family had been searching.
So she was found and she was age 15. She's been missing for a year and some change. Come on, y'all. I mean, she's been missing for a year and some change. That's why I want it not to be single mothers. I want all the men to be in all of their kids' life, their sons and their daughters. I want all these men to be in their kids' lives. Like it would be a better and perfect world if it was that way. It would be. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was men in all of their kids' lives, the world would definitely be a better place right now as we speak. But unfortunately, we got little girls that's 14 years old that don't have protection and are found unalived in abandoned vehicles. Like
hoping she'd come home. She turned up in a car tied to a rising star. From there, it snowballed. Police hit a Hollywood Hills spot where David had been staying. Walked out with laptops, evidence bags, the whole nine. His Seattle show got canceled the same.
So look, boom. Okay, so boom. We're gonna play devil's advocate right now. So let's just say David did not unalive the girl. Let's just say he didn't unalive her. Do y'all know that he's still going to jail, bro? You still going to jail, dog. Like, I don't give a damn if you killed the girl or you didn't kill the girl. If you had somebody else do it, or your partners done had the car and was with the girl and did the shit and blase, hey, bro, you going to jail because that girl was a minor, bro. Like, that alone right there, bro. Nigga, and you was, where you was at, California? Boy, them folk don't play with them type of charges in Cali, boy. I think that boy was in LA and in the hills and shit. But them boy don't play them type of games out there, man. Come on, they don't do that type of shit, bro. You gonna be out there, hey, when that nigga get to jail, he gonna be looking like, cause it ain't gonna be cute for that nigga.
Same day, Hollister yanked his face off their website. Collabs like Cali Uchis, gone. Even Giveon and Tate McRae unfollowed him.
And this shit just happened, like, within like a week, like within all the other stuff happened.
The industry don't wait for no judge. They cut you off quick. And while all this is going on, he's saying he didn't know nothing. He was on tour, car got towed, he's cooperating. But people online start pulling receipts, match tattoos, old live streams, alleged messages. Suddenly, the case went from random tragedy to hold up.
Like, so basically, he had this girl, and the girl, it's like almost if I bring a chick in here with me, not no young girl, I'm just saying, like a chick in here with me. And we got matching tattoos. I got a tattoo of this, and you got a tattoo of this. Same place, same finger, everything. They find the lady that's on my podcast in a car that I had that's parked near my house. What y'all think finna happen, bro? Them folk finna come knock on this door and come and holler at me about that shit. And that's
how deep was he really tied to this girl? That's the setup. And here's the part that keeps me up. As big as this story got, there's still a mountain of stuff that don't add up. Too many gaps, too many questions. And I'm about to walk you through the 7 biggest ones.
Details are coming into our newsroom about the missing girl found dead in singer David's Tesla. We now know police have searched a home in the Hollywood Hills where David had been living.
Eyewitness News reporter Monica Dan joins us live from Hollywood with...
That man lived in Hollywood Hills, bro. And now you going to goddamn jail, nigga. That's crazy, bro.
The very latest. Monica.
Colleen Phillip, good morning. Take a look here behind me. This home is where David was living, although he does not own the home. LAPD investigators served a search warrant here last night, collecting evidence. Right now, however, this is only being called a death investigation.
So when they showed the house and like, you know, as I was saying, I was like, damn, bro, in the mansion. I'm thinking like he might have had bought the shit or whatever, but he is an up and coming artist. But the way his numbers going, like, this nigga numbers going like, but the craziest part that made me look at this man different was he looked like he was on some Frank Ocean timing, bro. Like, I'm not, you know, but that's what he looked like, though.
And not a homicide, and we're told that is because the LA County Medical Examiner's Office is still working to determine how exactly this teen girl died. We now know the body found inside the front trunk of a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard belonged to 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. The car where she was found registered to David Anthony Burke, a 20-year-old singer who goes by David. Take a look. This video shows crime scene investigators carrying out a laptop and other items from this home on Doheny Place as possible evidence connected to the missing teen's disappearance and death. Police remaining very tight-lipped about the investigation. but we now know this home is where the singer was staying. One neighbor we spoke to remembers seeing that distinct Tesla for a while. First, parked in front of the house police searched, and then at two different spots along the street. Along the street.
To developing news now, police searching a home in the Hollywood Hills tonight, close to where the teen's body was found.
Mike, do we know if the search has anything to do with the girl's death, though?
Yeah, so Susie and Juan, we are working on those details right now. What I can tell you is that it is literally right where we know that the car was towed from. So remember how this all happened, as you heard from Nicole. The car was towed from the Hollywood Hills. It wasn't until it was at the tow yard where the body was found. So if we go back to where the car was towed from, tonight, there's a presence of Los Angeles police detectives that are out there. We can see them in their plainclothes suits. We also see crime scene techs. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark, and we can see that garage door open, and we see what appear to be crime scene techs going in and out of that garage. There you see it right there. You see the door to the home open on the inside. Another Tesla with the front open right there inside the garage as well. To be clear, LAPD has not said tonight if this investigation is related to the investigation of the girl's body being found, but they are like less than 100 feet away from where it was all found. So this is all happening in the same neighborhood. We have reached out to the LAPD. We even talked to the Hollywood Watch Commander. This isn't Hollywood Division. The Hollywood Watch Commander had no idea what was going on, which leads us to believe this is not a patrol operation. This is detectives that we see out there. So we're going to gather some more information, but we know is that operation is happening very, very close to where that car was towed from before her body was found.
So let's start with the first question. Why the front? Out of all the spots in the Tesla, the back seat, the trunk, hell, even abandoned somewhere else, she ends up in the front trunk. Now let me break this down. A Tesla's front ain't like a regular trunk.
Okay, so first off, okay, this is what I wanted to harp on when he talking about this front. Why would he leave this lady's body in the front of the car? Like that makes no sense, bro. Like if the police stop your car, you got a body in it, bro. Like that's the first thing they're gonna do, check. Well, they're gonna be like, okay, can we check car? Can we see? Bro, why would you put the body in it? So this is where I'm kind of like mixed thoughts at. He's young. He's 20. I think he's like 20 years old. He's a young man. So he might not have the cognitive skills or had people in his life that had him street smart, because it looked like this dude just blew up out of nowhere, bro. Like if you look at how if the man blew up off the phone, bro, I think it was BandLab. Man was using BandLab, blew up off of BandLab, bro. They got over 1 billion streams on YouTube, bro. Like, that's impressive. But you still can't move the way you wanted to move if you were moving that way. But we already know, nigga, you was out here with a young ass girl, and that shit don't fly nowhere.
It's smaller, tighter, made for a backpack, maybe groceries, not a human body. You don't just toss someone in there by accident. That's deliberate. And Tesla ain't some old school Honda you can pop with a wire hanger. You gotta know what you're doing. Unlock it from the screen or through the app, then physically open it. That's a whole process. Whoever did this took steps. Now here's the creepy part. If you wanted to hide something quick, why not the back trunk? Why not ditch the whole car? The front feels like somebody thought out of sight, out of mind, just long enough to get rid of responsibility. And remember, this Tesla ended up.
Oh, so it got a trunk too? I didn't know they had a trunk. I'm thinking the Tesla is like the Ferrari or the Lamborghini. So you know the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, they engine in the back of the car. And in the front, that way you could put shit at. But I never knew that's what they call a front. But okay, so that be like, okay, so it is an electric car, so it wouldn't have to be crafted like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. So that makes sense.
Impounded, sat in the yard for days, nobody knowing what was inside until the smell gave it up. That suggests whoever placed it there either knew the car would get towed or didn't care as long as it wasn't parked right outside. Bruh, imagine being the impound workers. You open that hood expecting a spare tire and find a decomposed body. That ain't a random tragedy. That's premeditated behavior. So question number one hangs heavy. Why the front? Was it desperation? Was it strategy? Or was it a message we still don't fully understand?
I don't know, y'all. I don't know this shit. My other apparatus, my other phone acting up. I don't know.
Okay, you're watching
Got this commercial. Give me one
But did
second.
you know there's a YouTube Music app where you can discover new music with a swipe?
Understand. Here's the next gap nobody can explain. How long was that Tesla actually sitting before they popped it open? Reports say it was towed on September 6th, but the body wasn't discovered until September 8th, when workers finally checked the front. 2 whole days.
I wonder how long has she been unalive. That's what I want to know. I want to know how long has a young girl, you know what I'm saying, has it been since she transitioned? Like, that'll tell a lot too, though.
Now let me ask
you. So that might be able to tell if he has something to do with it or didn't have nothing to do with it. If you could tell the time of this girl's transition accurately, we might be able to figure out if he had something to do with the actual unaliving of this girl. But you got to think about it like this. We got to come on. We got to swing the bitch all the way. We got to swing this bitch all. You still wasn't supposed to be messing with a girl that young, dog. So you dead. You dead in the water either way.
Body in LA heat,
you dead in the
decomposing in a closed up car. You mean to tell me nobody noticed sooner? Impound lots usually log a car, snap photos, maybe check compartments. But here, it just sat, parked between 100 other cars, and it took the smell leaking out before anybody realized what was inside. And that's what makes it weirder, because if this car had been sitting there longer than 2 days, like neighbors claim, saying they saw it parked outside the Hollywood Hills house for days, then the timeline stretches even more. Was she already gone before the car even got towed?
That's what I'm saying. That he made my point. I did my first time seeing this video. This was 23 hours ago, but I haven't watched this one though. I've been working. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when did she pass away? Cause old boy had supposed to been like, what they call that shit? They say that boy was on tour. So like when all this shit was popping off, he was on tour still performing and shit. So it's like, nigga, like, what's really going on right here in this situation? How the hell a motherfucker, bro, a 15-year-old girl get found dead in the trunk of a car, parked damn near in front of your house? That's almost like the Young Dog shit. When they parked the damn car in front of Govan house, and Govan got off.
Food? Or did something happen closer to the date? See, this matters. Timeline is everything in a case like this. If the body was already there for weeks, that points one way. If it was placed right before the tow, that points another. But the fact we don't have that clarity yet, that's a big hole in the story.